All right, hello AP students again. I just wanted to do the quick video recap for you of the information that you need to know from the College Board about the new AP test. So first things first, all of your AP tests this year, if you're in any AP classes, they will all be online, okay? And they're gonna be sort of like the second, third week of May. Our new test is going to be on May 20th, and it will start at 2 p.m. You actually will need to access the test a little bit before that to do a questionnaire. So I would just say plan on testing from about 1:15 on May 20th, which is a Wednesday, 1:15 p.m. to about 3 p.m. So online test. Even if we are back in the school building, your tests will still be online. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to know. For our test, we're going to have one essay prompt. Okay, and that essay is going to be a rhetorical analysis essay. Now, I'm excited because this one is the one that we were practicing right before we left the school building. So it's the one that we've had the most experience with. It will not be satire, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's just the one question. So that's the one where you're identifying what strategies the author is using. So we're going to shift back into that a little bit after next week. So I'm sort of reworking our curriculum now to make sure we're best prepared for that one. So it's just one. You'll get 45 minutes to see the prompt, to annotate it, and I will come up with some strategies for us to annotate the prompt because you won't be able to actually write on it since it's online. So I'm going to come up with some strategies for you all there. 45 minutes to annotate or brainstorm and then write the essay. And then you have 5 minutes to upload your work. So you can choose if you want to do this just one or the other. If you want to do it on the computer and type your essay, or if you want to access it on your cell phone and then handwrite the essay. So we will practice it both ways so you can see which one works best for you. And we'll do some simulations, and the College Board will give us a video to show us how to do it. So we'll come back to that. I suggest for now that you all write the essay by hand just because you tend to make fewer mistakes as a group whenever you actually handwrite it. But we'll practice it both ways. Obviously, the College Board is acknowledging that they can't really do too much to keep you from using your notes, okay? So they are saying the exams can be open book, open note. We don't have a book, so yours would just be an open note test. Now, that's fine because they're not testing you on do you know a rhetorical précis or do you know the definition of juxtaposition, right? They're testing you to see, can you recognize juxtaposition? Can you use a rhetorical précis outline to help you analyze a text, right? So they're not testing, do you know this? They're testing, can you analyze that thing? So you can have notes, and I will come up with a list of maybe some helpful things you can have nearby. I'll go over that later on. Don't waste your time with Google. It's not that they're saying that you can't access Google. It's just that Google's not going to help you, okay? If you don't know what juxtaposition is, you really want to spend 5 minutes Googling that online when you only have 45, right? That's not how you want to spend your time. So just don't use Google. The one thing that they are very, very stringent about, they are very, very firm on this point, is that you can't have any interaction with other students while taking this exam. Every single student in the world who is taking this essay, taking this exam, is taking it at the same time. You cannot text with other students. You cannot access social media and talk about this while you're taking the exam. You can't go to things like Reddit or, go online and search for stuff from other students, right? What are you writing about? Have Google Docs pulled up side by side. You can't do any of that, okay? They're going to be watching out for that. So they know it's a possibility. They're going to be looking for it, all right? Don't waste your time doing it because that is the one thing that they are very, very firm about. They're looking for it, so they're using technology to help them figure out who is cheating and who is not, right? They have a couple of different ways they're doing it. For example, like I said, you have to do a questionnaire before you start the exam that will help prove that it's you, not just in your answers, but like literally in the way that you answer the question. It's going to sound like you. So if you don't match up to other work that you've submitted, then that's going to be a clue to them. And they're also going to have just like other secret procedures. They're going to be monitoring these online resources that you might be using. And if you're found guilty of cheating, then the College Board is going to notify every single college that you apply to, okay? Nobody wants that, all right? So just don't do it. Just don't do it, y'all. I'm going to receive a copy of whatever essay you write by May 26th. I may or may not be using that as a grade in our class. We'll see. But it's a possibility, and that's why they're giving them to us. The rubric for us is going to remain the same, so it's that same 6-point rubric for Q2 where you have thesis, you have evidence and commentary, and you have sophistication, so no difference there. And we're going to be using some review sessions that the College Board is providing. I will get into how we're going to do that after spring break, and I'm going to be giving spring break. I know we don't really get spring break, but we're not going to be giving you new work. I'm going to give you some optional review assignments for you if you want to do that. But generally, we're going to be just focusing on exam prep from here, and then we'll talk about what's going to happen after the AP exam. So main takeaways, Wednesday, May 20th, online. You're choosing if you want to do it on a computer and type your answer, or if you want to do it on a cell phone and write your answer. And if for some reason there is some sort of like glitch or, something happens where it's an extenuating circumstance where you cannot take it on Wednesday, May 20th, then you need to contact Ms. C as close as you can to that start date and let her know. There will be a makeup exam, so you can reach out to her if for some reason, you're not able to take it or you're not allowed to take it or like your power goes out or something nuts. So everyone is supposed to take it on the 20th. All right, that's the time you should plan to take it, the day you should plan to take it. But if for some reason you can't, there will be a backup option. And something that I mentioned in my review sessions today with some students, I don't know if I mentioned it in both, but if for some reason, right, to kind of help you all maybe feel a little bit less stressed about the exam, it's a totally different format from what we're used to, right? We've done a lot of practice with it, but if you don't do well on this exam, keep in mind when you're applying for colleges, you can ask me to write you a letter of recommendation, and that's something that I'm going to take into account in the sense that if you've done really well all year and you've worked your butt off, right, I would be a great person to speak to the fact that you did really well in the class and that maybe the exam itself, that exam score was just a fluke, right? You had a lot of pressure, you weren't used to this. I don't want you all to feel pressured and, upset by this exam change. It's new and it's different. And I think it's a great opportunity for everyone. I think it was the best outcome we could hope for in terms of what question they chose. So we're going to work on it and we're going to be fine. All right. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Remember, you need to tell me what your concerns are, right? What are you kind of wanting me to make sure that I focus on for the next couple of weeks? And I miss you all, and I will hopefully see you all soon.